All right, so what we're dealing with here are a couple of beers that have won in the first round, or the first series. Paulaner Hell, a Munich lager, or a Lager Hells, according to the Beer Advocate, against Carlsberg. And Carlsberg is a European pale lager.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Now, what I'm seeing initially here is that we have a bunch of bubbles come up in the Carlsberg, which might imply that it is more carbonated. The Paulaner Hell, it has an ABV of 5.2, whereas the Carlsberg has an ABV of 5. So, let's get right down to it. I'm not going to talk about these. I'm going to get this video done over with to quit wasting time. One thing that I found out on YouTube is that if you have a video under 8 minutes, then it is not interrupted with ads. At least I think so. Because if I have a video under 8 minutes and I try to do the ad thing and try to specify where I want the ads, it didn't give me the option. So I think this will play all the way through with no ads. Just an ad at the beginning or an ad at the end or whatever. Now, I'm not sure which one is which. Well, yeah, I am. Because now we got these bubbles coming up, so I gotta mix them up some more. I guess I'm gonna have to keep my eyes closed during this. Now, Paulaner, even though it won the first time around, there was something about the taste of it that I didn't like. It had some kind of odd taste. Some kind of medicine-y taste to it. So we're going to see if that comes through here. Whereas the Carlsberg, I found that was delicious. Nothing bad about it going in or finishing or in the middle. No odd flavors. And it was a good beer. Alright, so here we go. I got these mixed up sufficiently, hopefully. And I don't know which is which. So here we go with this one. That's a pretty good freaking beer. A good flavor. Smooth. It's got some crispness to it. I could go for another swig of that. Now, what about this one? Also caught an aroma off of that. Smelled like beer. Smelled like a lager. Or maybe a Pilsner. But it definitely had the beer smell to it. Whereas a lot of these beers, you can't smell anything from them. I'm going to guess right away that this is the Paulaner. Because in my previous side-by-side with Paulaner, there was some sort of a medicine-y taste to it, and I'm kind of detecting that in this one. Which it's good beer, but there is a flavor to it that is kind of off-putting. Whereas this one doesn't have that flavor. This one has more flavor, but it's not necessarily a good flavor. So I'm sticking by my guess that this is Paulaner and this is Carlsberg. But the question is, Which one do I want more of? And at first I thought it would be this one, but that swig just lacked the flavor that this one did, even though I'm not crazy about this flavor. It's definitely a stronger flavor. And I'm afraid to open my eyes because I might see the bubbles coming up. If this one still has more bubbles coming up, then I'll know that this is the Paulaner. So I'm going to open my eyes here, but I'm just going to try to not look at the beers because I don't like standing here with my eyes closed. I look like a retard. Which one do I want more of? It depends on my mood. But right now, boy, it's tough. It's really tough. Because these beers, they're both good. But I have to drink more in order to find out which one I want more of. So let's take a big swig, a couple of gulps. It's good. It's better sipping it, drinking it slow. And that's the thing I like about drinking beer is I like to drink it slow and enjoy it. I'm going to try this one now, doing the same thing. I just want to make sure that I get the taste of this one out of my mouth before I do that. Boy, the difference is subtle. But the taste is, well, I don't know. I'm leaning towards this one. Because there's a flavor to this one that compared to this one is less pleasant. I think I'm going to have to go with this one, and I see bubbles coming up in here, so this is probably the Paulaner. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but we've got some carbonation still coming up through there as compared to this one. I don't see it as much, but you really can't feel the difference in carbonation between the two. They feel equally as carbonated as each other. The only really difference is the flavor. And I'm leaning towards this one. Yeah, it's tough. It really is. I think that I'm going to have to go with this one. Which is the Carlsberg. There's just some kind of taste to this one that kind of makes me want to drink this one more. Now, it's a good beer, it really is. And so is this one. But, as I said, there's a certain flavor to this that, compared to Hofbräu and all the other Munich lagers that I've had, it isn't that great. Now, if I was in a bar and they had Paulaner, I'd get it. Or if I was in a bar and I had they had Carlsberg, I'd get that too. But if they had both Paulaner and Carlsberg, then I'd probably get the Carlsberg because it tastes a little bit better. At least in my opinion. So I'm going to give this one to the Carlsberg. It's going to advance, and Paulaner is going to go to the loser bracket. It's still not out because it has to lose 3 times, and now it's only lost once. So it's still got a chance. Well, that's it. Let me finish this off. It's almost got that lager, that adjunct lager finish to it. Kind of like, as I described previously in another contest, it's like it has Windex in it, or some kind of cleaner. I don't know. Whereas this one doesn't have it. So there you go. Thanks for watching.